Hello, good morning or good afternoon, possibly evening. I would like to today present for you and tell you something about the history of Jelling Music Festival, plus also elaboration and using two methods on elaboration on volunteering and things coming with it. But I will explain further. So Jelling Festival, which started in year 1989 and today is holding almost 40,000 of visitors with almost 5,000 of the volunteers and takes space for 3 days. It started as a small idea where it was basically held for only one day, and it was with 16 volunteers and only 1,000 around 1,000 attendants. So the thing is, the idea behind it was that it was made for people, and basically it's all started with financing a game for young and talented football players, which didn't want to go the I would say the mainstream way, but they tried something new and they opened this nice music festival. So I'd like to say something to the organizational part. The organizational part is divided into three groups, basically the management of it, and one of that group contains volunteers. Volunteers now they work in three shifts from 25 hours, 18 hours, and 6 hours, where they are actually rewarded accordingly to length of the hours they are working. For now, I would like to also explain from 2 points of two theories. As at first, I chose Maslow's theory. Maslow's theory is a theory of kind of a pyramid, where usually the physiological needs and the basic needs come as they were before on the top. Like so, it goes as the pyramid from physiological security, social self-esteem, and then self-realization. Now, Maslow is saying that it would be the other way. Well, basically, the Western world works more on these principles because the level of fulfillment is more put out on the self-realization and the self-esteem, because those physiological and security needs, they are already kind of standard and fulfilled. It is, although it's a little bit, it comes with a little bit of criticism. It's still more and more applied, and it's still making a big way to to many companies. As a second method, I chose expectancy theory, where I would like to talk about direct connection. And that's precisely when we put some effort, or when the employee puts some effort, he would like to achieve a certain results in the company, which are coming directly from his position. These results should lead to reward, and then reward is the fulfillment of the needs. So basically, it is an expectation of some certain steps and some results coming out of his work, which he will be equally rewarded for. So in the part of suggestions, as I worked with these two theories, which I explained beforehand, I would like to start with the Maslow's theory. And this theory taught us about importance of a different pyramid reversed shape needs. So, well, I would like to explain and connect to the self-realization, which I consider to be the most influential on the people. Then they forget about the rest, kind of. So I would like to say that many times we find the management that they are kind of the one who wants to have the power in their hands. But since this is an event which, as they say, that they are making this event or creating the experience with someone rather than for anyone, then I would say that there should be a certain equality. Although, of course, the management and the hierarchy should be a bit there. So in order to think things to be run. Of course, it's not a small festival, but in the same time, I would like to say that I think it will be great to mention that there should be some kind of and a certain amount of free will given to the volunteers, as it is freiwillig. So therefore, they should also have this space where they feel and where they see that they are self-realized, and then that they can actually decide in a small matters which will make their needs more fulfilled, as Maslow theory says. When it comes to the expectancy theory, I would like to say that I consider it very great idea, and of course it absolutely gives much sense that when the people, this is a great example, that when the people are working a certain amount of hours, they are equally or accordingly there is divided some certain advantages or so on. And I would like to just say that from my point of view, what I would consider as a great improvement would be some kind of certain reward. So, for instance, it could be made by some certain points for made it tasks, and then who would accomplish the most tasks. Then here they will be like with the stakeholders, for instance, which are or with the companies which they are cooperating with. They could, for instance, use some kind of allowance for some kind of shopping or any kind of advantages which would come together with the cooperation with those companies. That's for the suggestions. At the end, I would like to thank you for your attention, and I'm happy that we had these tasks, and I could learn also from volunteering part and from the insights to look well on the volunteers and on the management coming with it. Thank you.